Hi Sage Creek. Today I'm here with Kate Pong to talk about her genius project, Raising the Bar. So Kate, can you tell me a little bit more about your project?
Yeah, so my project was focused on a club called Mock Trial, which is a law-based program teaching students about the courtroom trial and how attorneys really work.
And can you describe how you used to feel while public speaking?
So I feel like this is a shared experience, but when I was like a freshman and sophomore, I had a lot of trouble public speaking. I got really nervous, my voice was shaky. I wasn't comfortable projecting my voice in front of a classroom or any type of circumstance where it was in front of a large audience.
And why did you decide to join Mock Trial?
So joining Mock Trial was actually a spontaneous decision. One of my friends had invited me to join, and I wasn't in a lot of extracurriculars, so I was like, why not give this a real shot? I actually didn't have any interest public speaking, but I wanted to explore my options, so Mock Trial seemed like a great way to do that.
Was it like a way for a career path or something like that, or?
Yeah, so I didn't have any real passions, so I feel like Mock Trial was a way to kind of explore my options for in my future career. Yeah.
How did Mock Trial push you outside of your comfort zone and spark personal growth?
So it pushed me outside of my comfort zone because I wasn't comfortable speaking in front of audiences. Because it is a law program, we have to perform in front of judges, attorney scorers, and kind of grow in that aspect. So learning how to speak in front of these important people really pushed me to be more confident in my own voice.
Then going into the season, what were your goals as a leader and how did those goals shift throughout the course of the season?
So initially, I viewed my goal as a leader to kind of place the highest in the competition as we could. But as we started moving on in the competition, I realized it's more about personal growth, because if your students aren't growing individually, then your team's not going to grow as well. So I started shifting my focus on that aspect.
And kind of backtracking a little bit, can you describe your leadership role within Mock Trial?
Yeah, so I served as the club president. I wanted to make sure that every student felt included. So I would hold small workshops, I would work with students one-on-one, and I would review drafts, making sure that everyone was getting what they needed to be done and making sure they felt confident performing.
Did you see your former self in any of your teammates, and how did that inspire you to act?
Yeah, when other students initially joined, I kind of reflected myself in them, seeing their nervousness and being afraid to kind of perform. And I realized in seeing them grow, I was still growing too. And I wanted to kind of teach myself alongside with them what I was missing and what I needed to improve on.
At your competition, how did you define success and how did that definition affect your success?
So as I said before, defining success initially was seeing how well we place in the competition. But after the rounds of the competition, we walked out with like a range of emotions. Sometimes we were proud, sometimes we were frustrated, and sometimes we were just exhausted. This made me realize we all are our own selves and individual people, and each person needs different aspects to grow, and I wanted to make sure that we were all learning at a pace that helps us grow individually and thus as a team.
That's great. And how did pushing beyond your comfort zone affect your life?
So pushing beyond my comfort zone made me realize taking risks is vital in finding what you truly love. If I didn't take the risk of joining this club that I had no interest in, I wouldn't have found this huge passion that I have for mock trial and law. So I guess my broader message is take a risk, because the person you are now doesn't define who you will be in the future.
Do you see law as kind of a path you want to pursue in the future?
Yeah, I really love public speaking and law, and I want to integrate it into my career. So hopefully I can do that when I'm as a pathway. Yeah.
That's great. Thank you so much for sharing, Kate.
Thank you.